What up, guys? What's going on? Guess what? I'm playing old school Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Sega and Genesis. Sega Genesis was the shit, man. I had Sega Genesis Part 3, the small one, and I felt like Sega had some more action games than Super Nintendo. I like the Super Nintendo too, don't get it twisted, but I feel like Sonic was the shit. Sonic, well, you can't compare Sonic to Mario. I mean, I'm a big fan of Super Mario. Don't get it twisted. I like the old Super Nintendo. They had Mario All Stars. They had the classic Super Mario, obviously. But you can't compare Sega games to, you know what I'm saying? Sega had all the action. All, you know what I'm saying? They had all the crazy games. You know what I'm saying? It had the action adventure games. Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Just more other stuff, man. I like the Sega Genesis, to be honest, better than Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo had more, it was more like for kids, you know what I'm saying? Super Mario. I mean, Super Mario, adults can play it, you know what I'm saying? But they had like, you know, it was more like kiddie. You know, I felt like it. And I felt like Sonic the Hedgehog is more for teens, and you know, it was more action in Sega Genesis than Super Nintendo, to be honest. This is why, because I can watch the breakthroughs, these walkthroughs all the time. From Sonic the Hedgehog Part 1 through Part 3 with Sonic and Knuckles. There were so many Sonics for Sega Genesis, and they just and the other games too for Sega Genesis. And they had the Dreamcast for Sonic Adventures. I mean, Nintendo 64 was alright too, man. Like I said, but their games are more kids, for more adventure. It was more family. Super Nintendo, Sega was more action. You know what I'm saying? It had more action games. They had kid games, but it was more like more teens and more, you know, mature. You know what I'm saying? More action, more. That's my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but I thought Sega Genesis was better. Let me know what you guys think. Who you guys like, Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis?